So in this section, we're gonna talk about how to mount things. These are all your mounting solutions. So that could be your kitchen galley, your upper cabinets, your electrical box, water box. And we're just gonna go over best practices on how to mount those things because it's not always just screwing into the sheet metal.
Sheet metal is very thin, and with a lot of DIYs, we see pretty incredible how some of these things are even held on. But this will afford you the ability to load your cabinets up and not be afraid they're gonna rip off the wall when you're going down a dirt road, or if you have too much weight in the cabinets. We do offer a whole bunch of different kind of custom-made mounting brackets, but we can certainly show you how to make these mounting brackets. So that way you're not screwing cabinets to the wall, rather you're bolting cabinets to the wall, which is gonna afford you the best strength.
We're gonna show you all these different mounting options in the shop, best tools and best practices on how to make that stuff last the life of your build.
You really want this stuff to be secure and not, wiggle out of your van. Again, a lot of dirt roads, you're gonna find yourself on a lot of movement within these cabinets. So you're putting a lot of weight in these things. You wanna make sure that they're gonna stay put. There's several different ways you can go about this. RB Components, they do a ton of mounting things, and that's what these bed rails are from. We get these through RB. You can do the same thing with all your upper, your lower. They offer any kind of mounting solution, so you're actively mounting everything to a piece of steel. We make our own brackets for everything but the bed. I don't like just throwing screws into sheet metal for your ceilings. Sometimes you're gonna strike out and you're gonna go through a pre-existing hole. We like to use our own bracket that we actively bolt to the roof rib with plus nuts. So that way this thing has Loctite, it's bolted in, and then you have this whole nice area to screw your ceiling to, and it's just, overall, it's gonna be a lot stronger. The only thing we really screw directly to the sheet metal are the walls, but a lot of times there's cabinets that are also helping to hold those walls up. But wherever you can, avoid just drilling straight into the sheet metal to hold up ceilings and stuff like that. A bracket, you can make these, we sell these. They make life a whole lot easier. All of our mounting solutions are designed to safely attach your cabinets to your walls, your ceiling, to your roof ribs of the van, and just overall create a robust, strong mounting system. We use Baltic birch for a lot of stuff. And these ceiling ribs, we just use plus nuts, install them directly to the ceiling ribs, and then 1/4-20 bolts. There's 3 of them. So we can bolt this thing to the ceiling, and then you can screw your ceiling in, and there's no way that's gonna fly off. There's no way it's gonna pop off. It's just very, very strong, and it's gonna, make your van last a very long time. For our cabinets, same thing. We install plus nuts. This will bolt directly to the wall, and then we use T-nuts on the back of these. So we have predetermined holes on all our cabinets. We slide our cabinet in place, and then we bolt all the cabinets in with Loctite. And it just keeps everything pretty nice, tight, strong. You can put a bunch of weight in these cabinets and they're not gonna wiggle off the walls. So it's super important you have some kind of mounting solution. And like I said, there's many different ways to do it, but this is the way we do it. We also have upper cabinet brackets. These we make ourselves. We have a CNC machine cut these guys out, and then we use a T-nut in the back. And this is how we bolt our upper cabinets on. So these basically will slide right in, and they fit perfectly inside this little hole. And then you're going to want to put a self-piercer screw here and here to hold it in place. So that way you have a nice little bolt hole, and you can put your cabinets up and you bolt your cabinet directly to these little plates. And what's cool is this is a nice thin structural piece of metal. So it won't, from the outside, once you bolt your cabinets in, it won't create any kind of waves. It won't cause any like deformations on the outside of your van. If you just drill directly, You can create ripples and stuff within your van, so be cautious of that. But these plates, they displace enough of the force and enough of the weight of the cabinet that it doesn't create problems on the outside of your van. Mounting solutions just overall make your life easier, and it makes your life a lot nicer.